Hey, I'm Dina Blizzard, and you're watching One Funny Morning. I'm Dina Blizzard, and it's too early in the morning. This is the dumbest show in the whole world.
From Monday
to Friday.
Sometimes on Saturdays.
Why would you say that in front of all these people?
Dean stinks.
You never know what's gonna happen.
That's your Dateline voice?
I don't know.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't.
It's not a chicken leg. This is a chicken leg.
Look at that manhole cover on my face.
Not a bad rendition of me. Hold on.
What's outside your Puerta de Clima?
Oh, that's Stella! Yeah! Good morning, everyone. I bet you're wondering what I'm doing. It's time to trim the bushes. Yes, I'm going in my front yard to trim the bushes. And this is the only way. I've been married for almost 17 years. This is how I trim my bushes. You ready?
Take it away, Dee.
Okay, I don't know what that was, but I loved everything about it. Good morning. Good morning. Trimming of the bushes. Why not? Girl, that's private. Nope. Not anymore. It's not. Not anymore. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, that's what she said. Girl. Yeah, her giggle at the beginning. So funny. Good morning, TikTok. Good morning, Facebook. I was just asked if I spoke Mandarin and shown a brochure. Like, I'm a white Italian American. Just to give you a visual. Happy Hump Day, said Jen Taylor. This day is going in many directions. Can I tell you how hard I am trying to not eat or drink anything? If you're just finding out, today is surgery day. And Di's picking me up at 11:30. Have to arrive by 12. Surgery's at 2. And literally, since last night, like I took some Tylenol like 11:30. My neck was hurting. I was like, all right, let me take some Tylenol. Let me take it now. No water, no breath mints, no gum. And I just keep thinking that without even thinking, I'm going to be like, oh, cake, and just shove it in my mouth. And just, well, now we can't do it. You know what I'm talking about? Do you ever have a time in your life where you look at your butt by accident, because nobody does that on purpose, and you're like, whose butt is, oh my God. And then just really wonder what could possibly be the connection between how big your butt is and how much food you stick in your mouth. And you're like, I don't know how that happened. Like, I don't know. But you just, isn't it called grazing, where you just shove food in your mouth? Yeah. Nothing, Vicky. The surgery is at 2. And I'm not going to be done until 6:30 or 7, they said. By the time you go into post-op and all that. Guess who's not going to be in a good mood later? I know, Kathy. I know, Tracy. And I was like, am I allowed to brush my teeth? They were like, please brush your teeth. Okay. So I feel, I went over to Andrea's last night. She is officially listed as Good Time Andrea, which she said she was okay. Yeah, it is outpatient, Jen. Yeah. I call their bluff. No. I know. Here, Good Time Andrea coming in with pie. So, and begged for water. Gave me 3 ice chips, even though she wasn't supposed to. I know. You got to go live when you're still loopy from anesthesia. I don't think that's a good idea, Jim. I'm gonna show up and just be shoving pie in my face, just be covered in pie. I'll be like, "Who has chicken legs?" Like that. I'll just start saying crazy stuff. I think I actually dreamt last night just about eating. You know, like, you know how like you could be living a fine life and like have a day where you're like not even that hungry, but the minute somebody says to you, you can't eat for 12 hours, you're like, now I'm starving. Stop. If I can't have water, no one has water. Kobe. They all have water, just so you know. Good morning from snowy Saskatoon. It's not snowing in Saskatoon, is it? You're a liar. Oh, my car had just gotten hit. Well, right after the surgery. This sounds familiar. Is it at Rowan? I think I had stopped by to get Brooke, maybe? Oh, gosh. I know. Yeah, food and drink are not the best stuff. Let's talk about something else. Snowy Saskatchewan over here. It's snowing? What? Why do you live there? Why do you live there? It's supposed to snow in Manitoba, Canada today. What? My car got hit in the Starbucks line. This sounds familiar. Was I high? I love that all of you remember so much more than I remember. I had a dream that my hotel room was being robbed. I caught the guy and held him until the police came. I just baked a strawberry rhubarb crisp. Oh, Vicky. In the Starbucks drive-thru, a kid bumped you in the back. You were not happy at all. This all sounds familiar. You were very high. Good question. Why do I live here? Nobody knows. No, did you ever like go like somewhere beautiful, Judy? Like even like the entire time that Sarah and Sherry and I were on our trip to the Mediterranean, and like you go to these beautiful places. You'll say, I know you're going on some trips, but like you go and pretty much anywhere in Europe, and it's the most beautiful place you've ever seen. And then you go, why do I live in New Jersey? Of all the places I could currently be living with my bilingual self, why did I choose New Jersey? Thank you, John Kinzel. Gabby. And you let the kid go and you said you'd fix your car with a Sharpie. This sounds familiar. Right? Because he would have hit the other car, which I didn't care about. I did see the new Ghostbusters movie. It was good, Victor. It was cute. It had like the new cast, the old cast, the old like the OG Ghostbuster ghost, and then some new ones. But the old one, it was just amazing. New Jersey was chosen for me, but now I'm stuck. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Please stop licking. Booby! Booby! Every morning. Booby! Look at her. Sound like she don't know. What? What? You don't like when I lick my entire body behind you while you're at work? That's annoying. Yeah. Is it let's have the dogs make as many sounds as possible today? I'm telling you, I know that they waterboard people at Guantanamo Bay. But I'm almost positive if they just got a dog to lick itself or this, just 24/7, just dogs drinking or licking themselves. Yeah, she does have allergies. Mm-hmm. Just, okay. I wonder if I didn't say it's enough, if it would just, how many hours it would go on for. And the fact that I get so violently angry now, maybe it's because I haven't had any food. Baby, come here. Baby, come here. You never come to work. Come up here. She's like, no, I'm not. Mm-hmm. The sound of someone chewing loudly would torture me. I might be hungry. I might be getting a headache. Maybe I shouldn't come to work. I'm not pointing any fingers, but somebody seems a little cranky. You mean Lulu? Come here, Lou. Come to work. Come here. No, I have some kind of aversion to anesthesia. Not too long ago, and when I woke up, that were slow to approach me. I kept looking at them like, what's going on? They informed me that I was under anesthesia. I turned into a bear. I was on all fours, growling and scratching at them. I was absolutely mortified. They all laughed at me and told me that going forward, I need to tell doctors that I have a reaction to anesthesia. What? You went in for a colonoscopy, and when you woke up, the doctors told you that you had they called it an adverse reaction, but upon further explanation, they explained that you were on all fours, scratching at them like a bear. That's an adverse reaction because I don't know. I feel like an adverse reaction. You got hives. Turning into a bear feels like we would use a different word than adverse reaction. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Get your foot out of your ear, which if you didn't know would sound weird. Mm-hmm. Bobby, I get that. Mm-hmm. She hasn't been to work in a minute. Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically cocaine bear. Tracy, you're not wrong. Okay, she gonna be babies. Oh, Mendy changed her name. Mendy Waterwiggle McDonald's. Okay, where's Tiffany Hall? I need to know. You pregnant? Alex. Girl, you funny. You funny. Mm-hmm. The other day when I was with Kathy Klon, Unfiltered Kathy, we were at the airport when we come back from Irma. I was so nauseous. I clearly had gluten the night before. I was so sick. And I said to Kathy, Kathy, I'm so nauseous. Like the nausea wouldn't stop. And she's like, let me get you some sodas and ginger ale. I was like, I feel so sick. And it just wouldn't stop for hours and hours. I said, I said, Kathy, it's like when you have morning sickness and it just never goes away, like for a month. And then she was doing something. And then she was like, what did you say? I said, like when you have morning sickness and you're just nauseous and it's the nausea that never goes away. And then she was like, Dina. And I was like, really? Really? You gonna look at this and be like, this looks like it could get pregnant? Really? Really? Do you want to see the rings around my ankles? Do you want to see my stretch marks? I have a dog attached to the front of my body. Does this look like it's going to get pregnant? This is where dogs go to die. They wrap themselves like around the tree and die. What are you talking about? She's like, Dina. I was like, you are straight crazy. She's like, Dina, you're only 51. Some people can get pregnant that late. I go, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? She's trying to put the voodoo on me. All those ladies that got pregnant at 40, 45, they all trying to put the voodoo on the people. Everyone is asking me why. Mandy, I thought you told everybody in the newsletter. Mm-hmm. I made my husband's son come into the room for the doctors to tell him because I knew no one would believe me. I need to get a new colonoscopy. I'm scared it will happen again. Kim, I'm actually super excited about your colonoscopy, and that's not something I've ever said to anybody. But I'm going to need a recording from a very specific angle because I just want to see the bear part. So, Mandy, I want to applaud you. What happened to Colby? Lisa, he's right here. He's right here. I became a comedian under Laughing Cats. My doctor says I was actually funny. I was mortified. I would like to see it. I would like to see that. After recovering patients for 40 years, you have seen every adverse reaction out there. I could write a book. Do you want Kimberly's number to add to your book? How do you change your name? So I tried to add my married name because I registered under my maiden name. It only lets Kathy. It was a whole thing. I went to Good Time Andrews yesterday. And Shakendra, give me your baby. Okay, listen. When I went to Good Time Andreas yesterday, I thought it was going to be like easy, but it wasn't. You got to go like real deep into the Facebook. But if you go into your settings, and then there's something on the top left, and it says account something. This is probably not helpful. I could do it if I was in front of your computer, but it says like account something, and then it'll say name. But it really makes it hard because it says it kept saying no. I must have changed it 7 times. It wouldn't let me write Good Time Andrea in the name as 3 words. So then I had to move Andrea to the middle name, and then I had Good Time, but it was 2 different words. It was like, no. It said Facebook is meant, the error message that came up, it said Facebook wants you to go by the name that you go by. They don't want like usernames. Like, TikTok is filled with, just kind of crazy names. Yeah, settings and privacy, and then this is account thing. So I had to do it a couple of times. I had my second at 50. My husband's mom was 50 when he was born. See, Bonnie, why are you saying that? I just shared the show and said, did you watch my morning show? I know. I had my twins at 45. My husband had a vasectomy years prior. Terry. My best friend went to the gyno thinking it was menopause. She found out she was pregnant at 46. I wish I turned into something under anesthesia. Upstate girl. Okay. If you could turn into something, any animal, while you were under anesthesia, but they would let you pick the animal, what would you like to be? I'm going to take bear off the table because clearly that was real aggressive. Koala. Something cuddly. Snake. No, nobody. A black panther. LaFive, what were you doing? Yeah, here's Kimberly. So, Judy, if you have a lot of experience, can you tell me if a bear is an actual normal reaction? I love that they narrowed it down to, they were like, was it polar, black, brown? Which one was it? I'm going to need more specifics. You can only change it. Well, it says if you change your name, that you can't change it for 60 days after. So you're locked in. So I was like, Andrew, we got to get this right, or you're going to just be something funky for 60 days. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Mandy, this is your Water Wiggle forever, but you can't change it from Water Wiggle now for at least 60 days or something. A unicorn, just a cat, a duck, a giraffe, a horse, of course. An eagle. Oh my gosh, Edward, that would be so funny. A panda bear. Oh my gosh, Octavia. My new favorite thing is watching panda bear videos. If you've never done this, put panda bear videos into your Google search when the show is over. Do you guys know that panda bears just fall over they just look drunk all the time? You're right. I would like to be a panda bear. They don't care. It's like, and there was a guy that I saw a video the other day. He was narrating a panda bear video. And he was like, look at this panda bear. And the panda bear he would climb stuff and then just fall. Have you seen the panda mom who forgot she had a baby? No. But I bet it's hilarious. A Pegasus unicorn, a flamingo. I would like to see that, Carrie. Nice choice. I can't imagine getting pregnant at 50. I would have a 15-year-old at 65. That would be unbelievably difficult. Well, you'd be a grandmom. Vicky, think about it. Do you ever hear like when people have kids when they're older and they think that their parents are their grandparents because they old? Mm-hmm. I can tell you what I would pick if it wouldn't have been. I see myself as more of a platypus. Kimberly, the next time they tell you we're a bear, say I was really going for platypus, and they'll be like, that did not come across at all. Maybe you could just have it like gently like given to you before you go under. You know how like in like a guided meditation, Kimberly, maybe you could wish yourself to be a certain animal. And like, maybe you have that. Maybe you just don't know that you can wish yourself into something, Kimberly. Maybe that's it. A bird, so I can poop on people. An elephant, that would be hilarious. My colleague had IVF and had triple babies. But at what age, Judy? Flop around like a whale and blowing them through my blowhole. Laura has a very specific plan. I'm so hungry. My stomach. I'm trying really hard to focus, but I'm so hungry. I'm going to be real angry by 2 o'clock. Mm-hmm. Has anybody seen Tiffany Boom Boom Hall? Is she avoiding us now? My bestie had twins at 40. Mm-hmm. A dolphin, a porcupine, a dinosaur. One of my very spoiled dogs, a koala bear. Have you seen the one where they sit at the table? No, Mary, but do they all end up falling off the table? A penguin. They just drunk roll. Is it called bamboo drunk? Is that a thing? Let me look it up. Bamboo drunk. No, that is not Googleable. Can a gorilla really get drunk from bamboo? Drunk elephant. Bamboo makes you drunk? A few months ago, the internet went crazy over the image of a gorilla. In the picture, the gorilla standing squarely before the camera, his brows were furrowed. The alpha male cocks his arm back with a clenched fist. Moments after the image was taken, the gorilla punched the photographer. What in the world? He was excited and drunk. They claimed that on that particular day, the gorilla and his family were drunk on bamboo, which is a staple of the gorilla's diet. Gorillas are just mad about the bamboos at this time of year. Stems and root. The problem is that gorillas eat too much. There's a side effect, fermentation. And they act as a self-sustaining distillery. There's only one hitch. It's impossible for a mountain gorilla to become intoxicated from eating too much bamboo. It's a misleading misnomer. The stomach of a gorilla is like the stomach of a human. It fully digests acid, so it's not true. Somebody needs to tell me why. If you can get drunk on bamboo, why can't you get drunk on the rest of the vegetarian diet? That's true. All right, so you can't be a drunk panda. Panda videos are the best. If you're ever in a bad mood, I mean, you can watch this show, but it won't be as funny as just pandas. Just keep it in mind. That should be our byline. One funny morning, not as funny as pandas. My boyfriend was saying, oh, Kev, well, that's a choice. Yeah, I know a lady who has adopted over 20 kids, is now having her second baby through embryo adoption. Wow. When I was 38 and a half, I had my third baby. Raising 3 teenage boys at 72. Grandsons, but I'm there. Good for you, Grandmom. Grandmoms are the best. Grandmoms are the secret to a good society, just so we're all clear. Grandmoms and Good Time Andrea and Judy from Saskatoon. Like, you have to be above a certain age. Like, it doesn't even matter if you have grandchildren. If you're just the kind of person that's just always putting goodness into the universe, you are essentially a grandmom. And you make the world better. That's just it. Did you ever meet people who are like awful when they're young, but for some reason, all of a sudden when they get older, they're like really lovely? You're like, well, this was a turn of events that no one saw, but I'm glad. They say that too. They say that about aunts. Like if you have a sister who is an aunt, but that she doesn't have children of her own, it's one of the greatest resources in the world. Why did my sisters have kids? I'm so hungry. I'm sorry. I'm going real deep. I don't even know if you guys need to be here. This is just me talking. A manatee, a meerkat. Oh, here's Kim. Kim's coming back. So then a few months later, I'm at the hospital. I hear a man flipping out in the next room next to us. Was he a bear? The nurse came by and said, oh, he just woke up from anesthesia. Kimberly, I'm obsessed with your anesthesia stories. Let's just start there. Sometimes when people wake up from anesthesia, their suppressed issues come out. So what are my suppressed issues? Am I a bear deep down inside? Kimberly's having a moment. Oh, look who showed up. Tiffany Boom Boom Hall without the boom boom. Tiffany's like, I'm here. I couldn't change my name. I was hacked a bit ago and they changed all my settings. Tiffany, what are you talking about? Tiffany, listen to me. If you're on here, you got it back. Tiffany, you know what? I want you to Tiffany the Liar Hall. Okay? Change it. Tiffany the Liar Boom Boom Hall. It's going to have 17 names. Tiffany, I'm a liar. Nobody hacked my account. Boom Boom Hall. What in the Sam Hill? Listen to me. If you're here, Tiffany, if you're using this account, you're in. Tiffany, listen to me. Listen to me. Write this down. Okay? Stop watching the show. Go to your settings, the circle on the top right, click it. It'll say settings and privacy. Everybody's like, write this down. Settings and privacy. When you get in there, okay, on the left side, there's a box and it'll say account. Click that. If you're at Andrea's, Good Time Andrea's going to take a long time to load. I don't know why. She plugged into a wall, it's still slow. It's going to load and it's going to say name and profile name or something. Click that and then get to name. And you'll leave Tiffany and in the middle section, write boom, boom, liar. Okay. And then leave Hall and then click check. And then it's going to ask you to put in your Instagram password or something. Go work on that. All right. No one has changed. You're not hacked if you're here. I love Tiffany. She's such a liar, but I love her. Speaking of hallucinations, how scary it is when the patient sees people in the corner or walking around that aren't there makes you wonder. I think they're there. I just walked in on Drunk Elephant. Didn't you ever hear stories of like when people die, but then they come back and then they tell you like grandma was in the corner. Oh, I can tell you right now, grandma's in the corner. I absolutely believe grandma's in the corner. I'm like, girl, you want a cookie? Judy, did you ever see this? I believe it. I am all about it. Is she in a corner? My mom was 42 when I was born. My dad was 50. Gray and bald. Plus, he already had 2 grandkids. Oh, wow. I have bamboo in my yard. I'll let you know. I did see the cliff diving penguins. Did you guys see that for the first time in the history of ever? There was like, and these facts will be wrong, some type of like documentary crew that was in the Arctic somewhere. trying to get footage of something completely different, when all of a sudden, hundreds of penguins started walking together towards this cliff. Babies. They were young penguins. And they have had like ideas or hypotheses about their first jump or flight, but no one's ever seen it. And so you have this amazing footage, like drone footage, where like even the scientists and the photographers that were just like, we didn't know what was happening, but we're like, no one's ever seen this before. And hundreds of them are now along the bank, the side of this Arctic cliff. And they said they waited for a while, all just looking. And then one penguin was like, let's do it. That was the Shikendra penguin. And then all of a sudden they all jump. And it's the most beautiful thing. It was just so beautiful. If you get a chance. So you're going to Google pandas and then Google penguins and then Google why is Tiffany a liar? And just see what happens. Okay. Mm-hmm. My mom is the best grandmom. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I've been raising my grandson on autism spectrum. He's 16 now. I'm 70. Wow. Would it be funny if every family had Judy from Saskatoon? Like you have an aunt and an uncle and a Judy from Saskatoon. People be like, where are you going? I'd be like, oh, I'm going to Judy from Saskatoon. I think Kim's high. Listen, Kim Jacobs. Kimberly, just put Kimberly, I'm a bear Jacobs. If you could change your name to that, Kimberly, I'll never forget you. And neither would Judy from Saskatoon. And I bet she would agree to be your aunt if you were Kimberly, I'm a bear Jacobs. And again, you can't tell anybody or explain that. It would just have to be. And I just explained how you change your name. Okay, Colby. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Before having kids of my own, my nephew is my whole world. We are very close, said the liar. Okay, I'm kidding. I'm going to stop calling you a liar. What in the Tiffany Hall? Oh, here comes Christy. Anytime I get anesthesia, I come out and I flirt with all the cute doctors. Oh, Christy. That's an idea. Mm-hmm. I was 41 when I had my son. My mom was almost 41 when she had twins. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So many that are horrible when they're young, and when you see them again later in life, they're so nice. It makes you think they're fake and you still don't like them. I couldn't stop crying after surgery. The post-op nurse said, did you go in brave for surgery? That's funny. Mm-hmm. What do I say when I turn into it? Yeah, what's a good opening statement, Kimberly, I'm a bear? Because yeah, I guess we have to wait 60 days for Tiffany to become Boom Boom. Carol, I believe it. Mm-hmm. My dad saw people in his hospital room, saw an island too. Mm-hmm. I just arrived with who's in the corner. It was National Geographic. Thank you, Jill. Mm-hmm. My kid had encephalitis and kept seeing someone coming up behind me to stab me. It was Halloween and all the billboards in town were scary. I don't like that one. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Creepy Becky. They say it's crossing over. Mm-hmm. There's so many conversations I'm having today, and I'd like to blame the fact that I don't have I don't have. It's because you're a leader, Shikendra. It's because I don't have food and I have a little bit of a headache. Oh, Brenda, my mom just passed away yesterday, 91 years. Watching you because I need a laugh. Listen, Brenda, I'd like to believe, based on this conversation alone, that when your mom passed yesterday, there was a penguin, a bear. Okay. Maybe Tiffany the liar. Okay. And I'm sorry to hear about your mom, but I think she'd be laughing about our dumb conversation today and penguins. Mm-hmm. You only need that one penguin. It's Shikendra. If we were all on a trip, let me put it like this, okay? If we were all on a trip, it's going to be like 112 of us in Nashville. And I just feel like I could have a meeting with all my leaders and be like, guys, we're going to hit this restaurant down here. We're just going to go down here, make a right. But if Shikendra, the lone penguin, decided to make a left, everybody would follow her. She's the Shikendra penguin. She's a leader. They'd be like, we should go this way. I'd be like, no, we're going this way. The leader penguin went that way, so we're going to go that way. I was talking about Judy from Saskatoon yesterday with my neighbors across the street and how adorable her little ponytail was. Yeah, if you missed Judy's, Judy posted on the supporter page her little ponytail. You don't know how many people I showed that to. Oh, Robin, my lithotripsy is today. It is. It's at 2:00 and I can't eat and I have a headache. I flirt with all the doctors on a good day. I don't need Kimberly suppressed bear issues, Jacobs. All right, Kim, you're getting, listen, Kim, extra points if you can change your name before Tiffany Boom Boom Liar Hall. It's a competition. And there's Alejandra. Kimberly, per cult rules, you have 24 hours to change your name, and you cannot tell anybody why you changed it. And that might be my favorite part. There are a lot of Kims here, so it would definitely identify the one with bear issues. I'm not able to see much without my contacts or glasses. And as I was being wheeled down the hall, this couple said, there she is. It's Grandma. They got right up to me and said, that's not Grandma. I wanted to say, I'm not a grandma. I just had surgery. You need a shirt. Oh, I should wear my shirt. I'm not sick. That's just my face. I got to get my shirt out. This is the perfect day. I did brush my teeth. Yeah. My teenage son woke up from anesthesia swinging, took 8 people to hold him down while they knocked him back out. That's so funny. I always see myself as a Shikendra sidekick. That's true. You're not wrong. The 80s show last night, Marlene, was so funny. Brooke was surprisingly pretty accurate. The hard part was explaining my name on Facebook. That's from Duty Judy. It took me 10 minutes to put the elastic thing on. I do need a shirt that says, if you mess up my uvula, I'm telling you, I'm going to look him right in the eye. His gorgeous eyes. Oh, he's gorgeous. I'm going to be honest. I have never gone into any kind of surgical procedure with a hot doctor. Sorry, doctors, if you're here and you worked on me. But, no, Vicky, this is just, well, that's what's so funny. Like, colonoscopy is, let's say, invasive. And the fact that she turned it into a bear while connected is a feat in and of itself. But it's just a hot water bottle. Like, you used to have to be submerged into a tub for this particular procedure. But speaking of uvulas, I have a square uvula. I had it cut. That's your uvula. Everybody do it. Guys, what shape is your uvula? Mine is uvula shape. Go look at yours. How you know you had a square one? I mean, I guess you could look. I didn't see Jim's side ponytail. Oh, make sure you take off all your forgot the bracelet and then lost it at the hospital. Found my purse. I threw the hospital bag away without looking. Give me a seat. I'm not doing that. My friend has 2 uvulas? Heather, you're lying. Like next to each other? Behind each other. Side to side. like bowling pins? My husband needs his uvula reshaped. They hang together next to each other. Heather, I'm not doing that for him. Ramona. Ramona. My husband has a fat uvula and a fat tongue. That's why he snores. What? Yeah, the uvula is the punching bag in the back of your throat. Mm-hmm. Heather, like a split in bowling. Mm-hmm. Now remember, this is the place you get to take your pants off, Tina. Come on, Heather. Uvulas, side to side, what? Heather's like, I'll get a picture when I see her later today. That is going to be, what in the Tiffany Hall? I'm going to tell you something. Anytime somebody writes, what in the Tiffany Hall? I die laughing. Die every time. My uvula is split. It actually looks like a male body part. The two of them? Yeah, seems like one of those could be removed. No. Now I'm going to be obsessed with people's. I bet, can you show me your uvula? That's a weird. Could you, if you found, listen, you know how everybody got a weird thing? Let's just talk about your weird thing. Everybody's like, I got a lot of weird things. No, I mean like, and this is going to say something about you, and you have to be honest. This, okay, everybody get ready. It looks like a wishbone. I can't, okay. I had my uvula cut in surgery for snoring. Didn't my wife sent me a card and wrote, yeah, but Mr. Postman asked Marlene about her square uvula. We are talking about uvulas. I don't think I've ever looked at my uvula. Let me put it on my agenda. All right, here it is. What's the purpose of the view? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Athena, really? Why? What an interesting uvula you have. Okay, here we go. Here's the question. And you have to be honest and show your shallow self. Here's the question. You could meet somebody that's lovely. Okay? A lovely, lovely person. Okay? And like consider this like a dating scenario, okay? What is something about them physically that they could be the greatest person, you could love everything about them, but they have this, and you're like, I just can't get past it. What is it? I'll tell you, and I didn't know that it was a thing, but it's apparently my thing. And Michelle, here's Melanie. Mel's like, no chin. If you don't have a chin, bad breath. Fair. A lot of people say bad breath. That Margaret got mine. I remember smoking. Can't do it. Cannot. I will not. No, not with a smokestack. That big toe as a thumb was apparently. If I'm taller than the gentleman, there'd be no way, because I have tall girls. I have complexes early in life. Dirty fingernails. What if they had two uvulas and you saw it? I'd be like, oh no. I have to add two uvulas to this list. So yes, Bobby. I remember when I was younger and I had just started dating, and I remember my boyfriend at the time, he asked me something like that. Like, what is something, like some physical feature you like or you don't like? And I was like, oh, I'm tall. People were tall. Because at the time I was younger and I had like complexes, but I think I could date somebody not a lot shorter than me. Not like a tiny husband, but like a little bit. I'm a big girl. The choices can be limited. But if the tiny husband was adorable and funny, okay, just want to say that. And he had a Toyota Corolla. Side joke. Anyway, I said, I don't think I have anything. I was young. And he was like, you do. I think it's probably teeth. And I was like, what? He's like, it's probably teeth. And at that point, it couldn't have been my first boyfriend, because at that point, I was thinking about, I think maybe I had 3 boyfriends and they all had nice teeth. And I didn't know. No, we are talking specifically physical features. So you're right. But smoking is a big no. Filthy shoes. Really grossed, yeah. So somebody said also about someone's voice. What if you saw somebody online and like you're on the dating app, you're texting, and then you get there like that, a limp handshake. Millie's like, I'm sticking with no chin. Yeah. No, you're right. Everyone I've dated's had a chin. Hairy back. But, you're not going to know that right off the bat, Anne. That's something that's got to be unpacked. Sergio had a lot of my no-goes, but I end up scoring with him. I've met Sergio, and he's on my yes-go list. All of it. What was no-go about him? Oh, no. I love a good voice, right? Voice was a big thing for him when I did online dating. I met someone who always sounded like he needed to clear his throat. It's awful. If he has a hump on its back, it could be hair. That came from Bob. Just a side note. A face for radio. Yeah, Serge is a plus. Well, listen, there's a number of people that will date Sergio. Just so you know, Athena. Can't have the bump over the eyebrows. Oh, like right here. Sometimes guys have like a pronounced. Yeah, but if he's got that very wide voice, I can't do it. I can't go that low. I'm in. I worked with a guy whose wife sounded like she inhaled helium, couldn't get past the voice. That's so funny. Unibrow. That would be hard. It's funny when you're initially dating, these things seem endearing and cute, and then time passes and it starts to annoy you. One eye bigger than the other. Like how much bigger? I don't think that would bother me. If they're too hairy. As much as I like Patrick Mahomes, his voice, I do want him to clear his throat. Athena, Joey Joe just said, listen, Athena, don't let me get a connecting room with you in Nashville. You will wake up with Joey Joe next to you. I've never seen my husband without a beard, and then he shaved it off. I told him not to come home until he grew it back. Yes, Donna, that's very important. My husband has a sexy phone voice. He called me for weeks before I'd go out with him. His voice won me over. Yeah, a heavy drinker. Yeah, no. Have you ever met anyone whose upper lip doesn't move when they talk? I can't stop staring, waiting for the lip to move. You've never been intubated for your lithotripsy. Marsha, that's what they do. That's what they did to me. I don't know. A unibrow, that's fixable. One good night's sleep and a razor. That's funny. She's like, oh, we can fix this. You're too good of a catch. I'll take care of it. Or their upper lip will pulse down on the tip of their nose as they talk. I can't. I hate it. Yeah, just a good nappy nap. Really? I don't know if... Do I have that option? I've had multiple lithotripsies. They put me out with a mask. Interesting. Wow. Obviously, I don't have an ear thing. One of my husbands is cauliflowered from wrestling in high school. Does that mean that it's just like closed? What? My stone, yeah. Every doctor has a preference. No, I'm not staying overnight, Lisa. Did you guys hear an alarm? I thought I was the only one here. Dean must be here. Are you ever amazed at the power of your mom ear? Like my mom ear can completely block so much stuff. I don't even hear it. And then other things, you're just like, it's like, what was like the $1 Million Man, remember? And the Bionic Woman, and it would make that sound. And then they could hear things from miles away. Like, I hear a dog. Mm-hmm. Like that. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, there's things. Okay. It wasn't in the driveway. And I was like, I just love it. I do think that moms get superpowers and just hear things. You just sense it. I was just telling the story about Dominic and teachers. Teachers have that ear as well. Something is amiss. Yeah, you're like, I don't know what it is, but this ain't right. Nicole was over. Dom was pretty young, and you could not take your eyes off of Dominic ever. And I was always like, Nicole, he's fine. Like my house was already trashed. I was like, he's not going to do anything to this house that hasn't been done to. I said, relax, Nicole, relax. It's not a big deal. And she was like, I'm telling you, you can't take your eyes off the bathroom. He was in the bathroom. I said, no, he's fine. I think he's in the bathroom. She goes, how long has he been in the bathroom? And she just had this look on her face. And I was like, I don't know. And then she jumped up and she runs over to the bathroom. It was right next to the living room. She swings open the door. She goes, Dominic, what are you doing? I said, Nicole, how much, and I wouldn't get up. I go, Nicole, there's nothing he can do in there. It's a bathroom. And then I hear her say, Dominic, stop making snowballs and throwing them at the walls. And I was like, that's different. Didn't expect that. So he was getting toilet paper, dunking, and then just snowballs all over. But she knew in her soul. She knew. It was very funny. I can ignore like the best of them, Mary. I know. After retiring, I still have it. You can't turn it off. You just can't. Just tried to tell you. She wasn't wrong. And she was like, Dina. And I was like, I'm just going to stay here on the couch. I don't even need to know. I don't need to know what that looked like. You are a good cleaner. And I'm just going to sit here. Yep. I remember one time we were at Jacqueline's cello lesson. And the teacher was like a little bit strict, maybe a little mean. And Brooke said, I don't feel good. And I said, all right, well, is it your belly? You want to go to the bathroom? Yeah. She goes in the bathroom, comes back. She goes, I still don't feel good. And then she just started to get like green. And I was like, and I go running in to get her to the toilet because she's about to throw up. We missed all of it at someone else's house. And I was like, I had to knock on the door where the lesson was happening and go, can you tell me where like your cleaning supplies are? And she was like, you don't want to know. It's under the sink. Like, you know, when your kid does something awful at somebody's house, you're like, I'm going to need you to stay here. And I'm going to, telling you. Yeah, no, Bob, it's Dean. He came upstairs. His car is normally in the driveway, but it wasn't, so it just messed me up. Oh, she threw up right in the middle of the bank. Of course she did. And then like at a bank in the middle, and you're like, and you're like, I can clean this up. They're like, no. You're like, please, no. Okay. Like that. Yeah, I don't know, Carmen. We'll see. Based on the timeline, I'm not sure that I'll be up for the morning show, or if I am, it'll be from my bed. But I'm going to say I probably won't be here tomorrow. Let's shoot for Friday, maybe. My sister was looking at houses, and my niece peed in the corner of one of the bedrooms. No, Carmen Cortez. Old Country Buffet. No. Bad. Anyway, well, listen, I'm going to go. I'm going to go think about like food and eating. And we'll see. I know. So, Thank you, Renee. I take that. So I will let you know how things go. I do want to say that I appreciate any prayers, and that the one thing that will probably get me through the most is knowing that when I come back to work, Tiffany's name will say Tiffany Boom Boom Liar Hall. And that's really the only thing that's going to get me through. Peace. Please spend time looking up panda videos, penguins, harassing Tiffany. Tiffany! What in the Tiffany Hall? And I will be protecting my uvula. Thank you. And everyone should take some time, check out your uvula. Yeah, make sure it's all good. I missed it. What's happening? Brenda, I have my lithotripsy today, so we'll see how it goes. But thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching. And I hope I turn into a bear. If not a bear, then a platypus. And we'll go from there. So it should be an interesting day. But now that she said bear, I swear I'm going to wake up. They're like, it was really weird. We've done in your chart, it says you're fine with anesthesia, but for some reason, this time you turned into a bear. It's weird. I hope it's recorded. Yeah, Tiffany Hall, are you a supporter? Because you're going to need to become a supporter. A lot of people have a lot of things they want to say. Tiffany's like, I'm never going to become a supporter. You'll be the most famous, Tiffany. Here's Kimberly. Girl, trust me, it could happen. I don't think it can. Kimberly, I think this is you. And then I'll wake up and be like, what in the Tiffany Hall happened when I was under? Like that. Don't worry about it. Like that. That's always your answer. If she isn't in the supporter page, I will sponsor her. Tiffany. Oh, she says I am. She's there, you guys. Get her. Walk her through it. Whoever's good at tech, walk Tiffany through it. Let her know she hasn't been taken away if she's on the current account. But that's the only thing that's going to get me through is thinking about Tiffany Boom Boom Liar Hall. So that's it. That's it, everybody. All right, I'm going to go so I can dream about food and bears. And I thank you for watching. As always, like Judy from Saskatoon and Good Time Andrea say, do something nice. Become a great grandma. So it's going to be great. Is she coming to Nashville? I don't know. Ask her on this border page. She can be very busy. Very busy time for Tiffany Hall. It's a very busy day. She's going to be at work. She'll be like, I can't finish my work today. I have a lot of people to talk to on the support side. If you come home and say you were cool, well, no. Fair. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for all the kind words. Thanks for watching as always. I won't be here tomorrow probably, but I'll shoot for Friday. We'll see how it goes. See if Tiffany shows up with the right name. And that's it. So have a great day and a blessed day. Thanks for all the prayers. And I'll talk to you soon. All right. Bye-bye.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed today's morning show, make sure to follow us for more One Funny Mother content.
Okay, all right. Morse code is tapping.
And check out OneFunnyMotherStore.com for great new inappropriate swag. And for more exclusive content, consider becoming a supporter.
She got a bad leg.
Thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow on One Funny Morning.